the first time in many months, there is a rare feeling of relief in the Middle East. All living Israeli hostages held by Hamas have been released under a historic deal, one that also saw nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners walk free. Families have waited for this moment through unbearable uncertainty. Some waited for children, others for parents, some received loved ones alive, others only memories and silence. This exchange isn't just a political deal, it is deeply human. The agreement came after weeks of behind-the-scenes talks between Israel, Hamas, the United States, Egypt, and Qatar. It is part of a larger ceasefire framework aimed at ending the devastating conflict that has destroyed much of Gaza and claimed thousands of lives. Under the deal, Hamas released the remaining hostages in phases monitored by international mediators. In return, Israel freed around 1,900 Palestinians from its prisons, some serving long sentences, others detained without formal charges. In Israel, they were tears of joy and mourning at the same time. In Gaza, the release of prisoners was met with celebration and questions about what happens next. President Donald Trump, who played a key role in pushing the talks forward, called the agreement a dawn of peace. Standing before the Knesset Israel parliament, he said it was proof that even the most bitter enemies could choose dialogue over destruction. But optimism comes with caution. Many in the region know how fragile peace can be. Previous ceasefires collapsed under pressure from mistrust and violence. This time, the focus is shifting to rebuilding, not just infrastructure, but confidence between communities. In Egypt, world leaders are gathering for a peace summit in the coastal city of Sharm el-Sheikh. The goal is to design a long-term plan for Gaza, how it will be governed, who will ensure security, and how international aid can be delivered safely. Behind the headlines are stories of survival and trauma. One Israeli mother said she had almost given up hope of seeing her teenage son again. When he finally returned home, he was frail but alive. Her words, "It is a miracle, but it still hurts." On the other side, a Palestinian father, newly freed after years in detention, said he wished for a peace that doesn't need prisoners. These voices from both sides remind the world that political peace means nothing without personal healing. Rebuilding Gaza is an enormous task. Entire neighborhoods are gone, water systems are broken, and hospitals are struggling to operate. International donors have pledged billions in aid, but delivering that aid safely remains a major challenge. There is also the question of governance. Who would lead Gaza once the reconstruction begins? Some countries want a multinational oversight group, while others believe Palestinians should manage the process independently. Diplomats are calling this a window of hope, but that window can close fast if trust doesn't grow. For now, families are holding each other again. The streets, once filled with fear, have moments of calm. The future is uncertain, but it is a chance to rewrite a painful story that has lasted far too long.